Hi guys, welcome to my 4th placement match, Season 18 in the tank role. So far we've played 3, 1, 2. Our last match was obviously the first loss to placements on Watchpoint Gibraltar, which actually is fairly close actually, despite particularly in round A making some rather poor or having some moments of rather poor play. Actually ended all right. But now we're on to match 4 on Eichenwalde. Now target, as always, is to win 3 out of 5, so a win today will achieve that, and anything I get in the 5th placement match is a bonus. I'm playing the Sigma as I have been throughout. We've also got the Eureka, so a double barrier, and we've got the Bastion, so we're well, I guess obviously when you factor in the Lucio and the Moira, we're pretty meta right now with our team pick. So let's see how we get on. So the problem we have here is that Aretha's going forward or taking up this kind of. Oh no, she's not. I think she's going to the high ground. I mean, obviously where I'm standing is kind of the typical normal position for holding this point. I guess if you want to stand up there with the Aretha is okay, but the Bastion's right at the point, so we're a bit cut off, and I'm a bit caught in two minds here as well, because it's kind of, I can either kind of stand here in a good position, I can stand with my team which is a less good position, or I can go and stand with the Bastion, but he's not in a great position either. So I decided I'll stand here in a good position, and when I need to fall back, I'll fall back to the Bastion. So I'm over here, so they're coming on to me, so I'm pulling back here, kind of get ready to go near the Bastion, and also putting myself into a position where I can get my shield out to protect the Bastion if I need to. And I was taking some fire there. I should be pulling my barrier back actually, so it could be charging on the walk up. But I decided I'll partner with the Bastion. There, that's better. I'm drawing the barrier in when it's not needed, not in use. That's allowing it to charge. So it's kind of it's taking this position with the Bastion. I'm kind of aware that I'm very much out of the fight, but it should mean that I'm in a great position to fight on the point and keep this Bastion alive and try and help get the most out of the Bastion. I'm also really good against this Farah, who's obviously going to keep flying in and trying to get cheeky rockets in. I can just shove a shield in her face and silence her. Downside is that there's clearly quite a bit of fight happening on the other side of that tower, which I'm just not involved in. I mean, the team seem to be doing pretty well as it is, so it's difficult. Do I go down there, help them when I may not be needed, given how well they're doing, and then kind of risk the Bastion? Ideally, both me and the Bastion should maybe move further down, but it is good now that as soon as they kind of break through that first line of resistance, they've got a Sigma and a Bastion to deal with on the point. Just trying to keep an eye out behind for anyone flanking through. Now they've got a Junkrat, which is a good pick from theirs. I'm not sure if they had one from the start. Just trying to watch where he was landing. And we deal with him. Obviously the Sigma is somewhat hard to protect against the Junkrat grenades and the spam there. Oh, and then the Reaper comes up while I wasn't watching and takes out the Bastion. So it was unfortunate timing that, to be fair. Now it's obviously kicking off on the point. This is kind of the downside of taking up the position with the Bastion there, is that once they push into the fight, they get the first pick, then they have a great advantage. But you can see we've had a couple of kills come through, but then they answered back with a couple of bits, and a Junkrat Riptide took me out. Not much I can do about that, I don't think.
That music, it's playing again.
So yeah, that was. It wasn't a great point A defense. I mean, we did okay. You know, time's pretty decent, but in terms of team coordination, it wasn't great. And I was very much stuck in: do I side with the Bastion or do I side with the with the rest of the team? and yeah, I was just a second to the point too late there. They managed to cap it. Tried to, I shoved the shield in there and I may have negated quite a bit of that Reaper's Death Blossom there. Now they're in the perfect position for me because he's chucked my orbs in. Just trying to flank, but doesn't come off. But you know they've not got a massive time bank, so if we can stall them here for a bit, then that's great. Just got to keep an eye out for that Junkrat up there, and the Reaper flanking round. This is where I really need to make the most of my shield. A good couple of kills. See that ball swinging somewhere, I don't know where he is. This is where I want to keep moving my shield around to... they're quite a mobile... sorry, they're quite a mobile team with the Junkrat, the Reaper, Wrecking Ball. They're kind of coming in from all angles, so... I've done quite well so far. I've kind of moved my shield to where it's needed. And my team are doing a good job as well. Take nothing away from them. Kind of coming through with the kills. Yeah, again, if nothing else, we're really bleeding down that time bank. And when things are going like this, if nothing else, you kind of feel like there's no way that they're going to be able to get through point C, which is normally the hardest point. A bit slow to find the target on that Sigma. I do have my ult now, actually. I don't know how long I've had it for, but I do to use that. Although we've got another one fight here, so it's pointless investing now. So they're down to, I think they're down to one last chance, one last push. Big Riptide from their Junkrat. I think I was a bit slow to kind of think about where that was coming from. Should have known where it was coming from because that's where the Junkrat's been for the whole of this point.
It's playing again.
I mean, there's not always much you can do against a Riptide, especially Sigma, as it's if you don't hit your orbs on it, that's it. But I think maybe a bit more aware might have allowed me to reposition. I'm getting pressured by the Roadhog. It's not a fight I want to be in, but I can see the Bastions coming behind. Now they're in overtime, so can I just lift them off the point? Or even just lift them up to make the Bastion? Put them into the Bastion line of sight. Now getting a couple of kills coming through. Looks like we're gonna survive this. And we do, and we hold the cart there. So overall, pretty good round one. They got about halfway through the map. Kind of think on Eichenwalde, you've normally got to think that you can take point B at least, and then if you're going to get stuck, it's going to be on C. I mean, if anything, point B is probably the easiest of the three, I'd say. Yeah, C is probably the hardest, and A can be tricky as well if they put up a good defense, especially if they're playing a coordinated sort of Bastion bunker comp. Double shield, Baptiste, whatever. That can be tough to break down. But yeah, B. You just need a bit of momentum. You need one fight win really. Force it round and then try to take it, and ideally try to stagger them a bit so that then they come back in desperation and you kind of pick them off one or two at a time. Well, let's see where we get to on this. I think the key will be a good take on A. I mean, they were a bit slow on A. I mean, given the kind of our team positioning and lack of coordination, they probably should have done better. If we're being honest. So yeah, this is where we can make the difference. I think we're sticking with the Bastion, which can be okay. Obviously, he's a high DPS character, and we've only got one shield now actually because our Reese has changed to Diva, so we're not double barrier anymore. I'm not sure. in real time, I don't know if I quite clocked it at this point that we didn't have an Orisa anymore. Obviously that's a mistake on my part, there should be. They've gone back to the Farah. I want to just use my shield to help us get out the front door. That's the problem, I don't know where the Farah is, so we've got that Wrecking Ball coming in, so they're being a nuisance if nothing else here. Now trying to shield dance with the Farah. I think I'm causing us some frustration. This is what I say I'm playing a bit passive, but I am taking quite a bit of damage here. There we are, here's the healing coming through. Now I can see that obviously they're racking up the kills, so they've kind of won this fight, so I don't want to press up too hard, but we really do need to punish this Wrecking Ball. Unfortunately he gets the kill on me, and yeah, we're feeding a bit here. I think the problem there is I can see the kills coming through. I should have just pulled back. I should have just pulled right back to spawn. Again, I probably should have had my shield out immediately. We know they've been spawn camping us. So that was just free ult charge for their Zen there, really. Now someone, I don't know who it is actually on our team, is on the point, which is great because it's going to draw them back. Now we start to get the kills coming through. Our Moira is similar in the first round, played pretty aggressive and getting some good value out of their coalescences. Unfortunately, just wasn't quite able to take out that Reaper. Wasn't able to draw in enough shields, but we got 2 ticks on the point there, I think, which is good. And what I know we invested Coalescence. I don't think I saw any other ults being invested on our side. If I'm honest, we're struggling to deal with that Wrecking Ball. I've got a damage barrier there. Should I? Oh, we managed to pick the Zen, which is good. He's overextended. I just need kind of some of my team to come back. I'm a bit overextended here. Yeah, and I get punished for it, so that was my mistake. Playing too aggressive, knowing I'm waiting on my team. Actually, my team ended up on the point. How did that happen? I'm not quite sure what happened there. How they managed to sneak in through there. But anyway, they've managed to cap the final bit of the point. Maybe D.Va flew over the top. I don't know. I'm kind of making a mistake trying to duel this Reaper here. Back off the spawn. I mean, I've ultimately got the big advantage here. And one thing I really noticed here, or was really noticeable, is that they're trying to spawn camp us. And they seem to be focused more on kills than the objective. That was maybe the case on point A actually. You kind of saw both of our point captures seem to be kind of back capping it. So what I really want to do here is I just need to walk kind of past the damage coming in, get onto the cart, and hopefully sneak it around the corner for a bit. So yeah, this is what I'm going to do. And I can see there's Zen over there, and maybe that Farah to a less degree. They're over there by our spawn, fighting out over there while we're sneaking the payload through this choke. Like, look at that Zen. That's throwing basically. An okay passage of play. Did I add that much value? Not really. I'm doing pretty poor against this Reaper. He does seem to be targeting me a little bit, but you know, it's worked out for him so far, so it's pretty good strategy. And I kind of got stuck between the Pharaoh and the Reaper there. I think certainly so far on this point, I'm doing okay, but I'm yet to have any real value. But we're getting some kills coming through. Just clear a path there. Now a good grab flux could seal this for us. It's funny, my grab flux actually took up their Sigma as I was taken down, so we traded Sigma for Sigma. And we're really close, but obviously time's tight. I just need to get back, so I switch over to the Wrecking Ball. Okay, but we take the point, so good victory. Review of my play there. I guess the main headline is just similar as it has been in the previous matches, just not impactful enough. I mean, a lot of the first round when we were on defense was I was kind of hanging back with the Bastion. Again, not necessarily doing anything wrong in that regard, but equally it was kind of I was leaving more of the work to my team. And then in the second round, yeah, it was really struggling to make an impact. I'm particularly struggling against their hyper-aggressive play. Again, a lot of it was left to my team to kind of backcap the point, all the rest of it. So, you know, no major criticisms, but definitely kind of a weakness that's going to get exposed more and more if I try to climb the ranks. But nevertheless, we've made it to 3 wins out of 5. It's a target achieved, and we'll go into the final match with anything I get being a bonus. So if anyone's got any feedback, feel free to leave it below on that. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.